colleges are insisting on attendance now, given the entire issue that they are having, with the PIL file and everything. Our college is also taking barcode attendance now. So yeah, it's getting a little difficult that way to kind of balance both.
Quickly brief about your self introduction, then we'll jump to the other questions.
Right. So my name is Poonam Desai. I scored 99.58 in my CET and I got into GLC in the first round. I'm pursuing the 3-year law course, and life at GLC is great, comes with its own pros and cons. We have the GLC name to our credit now, which is a great thing. I think it's something that most people pursuing law would really want to have. Having said that, there's a lot of change that has come about in GLC this year. Attendance is starting to get a little more strict. There's new faculty on board. There's a lot of permanent faculty that has come in this year. Which is a great thing. However, I think GLC के जो pros and cons है वो है. You have faculty there to help you out all the time. Faculty is there and they're very helpful. If you personally go up to the faculty, they're very helpful, but they won't spoon feed. तो वो in a way एक challenge है. In a way एक great learning भी है, क्योंकि that really teaches you how to blend into the real world after.
So college timing is in morning, right?
First year के लिए afternoon है, so it is from 12:15 to 5:30 for us.
Okay. Oh yeah. So, I mean, you are working. So how you are managing what is your job timing?
Well, for me, as an investment banker, we really have no timings. But what I have decided with the office is that I'm going to attend office 3 days in a week, and the other 2 is when I actually land up going to college. Just as I say, my college, I can't actually attend college for more than 2 days at its best. उसमें भी काफी बार अगर lectures नहीं है, जिस दिन मैं college जा रही हूँ उस दिन अगर lectures नहीं है, then I will skip out on those as well. So that's a slight bit of a challenge that you have, because assume if I'm going to college on a Thursday this week and directly the next Thursday, तो मेरा वो link topic के बीच में भी कभी-कभी रह जाता है.
Okay. So, very cordial office you have got, right? They are very...
Yes, touch wood, but it's a very cordial office and my manager is very supportive. So I'm glad about that.
Okay, nice. And okay, challenges, do you face any challenges like managing both? Because many of the working professionals are planning to pursue their law from GLC or the other colleges. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would say it is challenging. Okay. It is, because balancing both work and your studies may not really let you have best of both. आप कहीं पे work पे भी किसी दिन चूक जाओगे. There'll be an important meeting where you will not be available because you have an internal in college. Also, there's an important topic happening in college and you may not be able to attend because you have work. Also, what you may miss out on is the extracurricular activities. So, it'll be very difficult to be a part of any of the debating societies or any of the extracurricular societies. There is a alternate dispute resolution committee. There is name it and they have it. They have students for the promotion of international law. There are lots. There's a placement cell, but आप उन सब का part नहीं हो पाओगे because for those limited number of days when you go to college, your first priority will be to attend the lectures because there is a certain sense of importance that attendance holds now. तो वो एक balancing factor या not being able to give you 100% will always leave that
Mm.
slight guilt on you. Also, look, if and as candid I may be, if you're studying just to clear your exams, तो शायद आप कर भी पाओ. But if you're really studying to score well, तो आपको preparation का time हमेशा कम लगेगा, because the portion is extremely vast. The time limit that you have is less. Plus, because you also have other commitments that you need to put up with, शायद आपको वो preparation का time थोड़ा कम मिले. So
Okay.
वो एक ड्रॉबैक मुझे फील होता है, कि जहां हम हम पूरा कमेंट्री से पढ़ना चाहेंगे, टू गेट अ फुल अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट, वहां कमेंट्री is not something that I have the liberty of time to study. I
Okay.
have to rely on a textbook for that.
Okay. Having such a good pay,
Hmm.
reason behind pursuing law, because all the viewers, all the aspirants, those who are watching this podcast, I mean, some of them must be working, earning
Yeah.
good, right? But
Yeah.
then too they pursue law. So what is your kick? What is the reason you want to pursue law?
One definitely is interest and passion. Second, the industry that I am in, so
You are in
हमारी
Nestle, right?
investment banking.
Okay.
तो हमारी इंडस्ट्री की लॉन्जिटिविटी बहुत कम है.
Okay.
And which is why I land up feeling that, and career breaks तो होने ही है. So I land up feeling that if there is a job that gives me the flexibility of um taking up more work or less work as it may suit me, might be a better profession for me.
Okay.
So
Why you think, I mean, career will get break?
so at some point it will be a given, right? So for an investment banker, a peak is somewhere between their 30s and late early 30s and late 30s is a career peak. Or
Okay.
early 30s to early 40s is a career peak. And then that's when, agar us time pe, if you're not able to give in that time and energy, your it starts taking a dip.
Okay.
Which is why and more than anything else, I think just the flexibility and the longevity that a legal career offers, and the broad bandwidth that a legal career has to offer itself is very very interesting. आप litigation कर सकते हो, आप corporate law में जा सकते हो, you can have your own practice, आप arbitration mediation में जा सकते हो. There is so much. अगर litigation भी कर रहे हो, then even if you're in litigation, there is so much that you can actually take up.
Okay.
So it's just, the possibilities endless.
So the kind of a crowd is there in your batch? What are the kind of a crowd? People are from Mumbai, Pune, other part of India as well.
It's a very mixed batch. We have people from Bombay, we have people from outskirts of Bombay, Maharashtra se hai. We actually have somebody from Haryana as well. So Delhi se hai. There are people. There is one person from Korea as well. So
Korea.
हाँ
Oh.
sir. So there is a huge diversity that especially a college like GLC has to offer. Various age groups, various backgrounds. We have people varying all the way from 21-year-olds to the oldest person in our batch is 70.
70.
70. वो एक प्रोफेसर थे, उसके बाद उन्होंने जर्नलिज्म किया और अब उनको लॉ में इंटरेस्ट है, इसलिए वो लॉ पढ़ रहे हैं.
I mean, interest है that is तो ठीक है, but heads off की 70 की age में he is coming college.
Hats off. और वो absolutely regular है sir.
Okay.
So hats off to him, and his participation in college is phenomenal, sir. So we genuinely have ex IAS officers. There are people who've worked with the defense teams before.
Okay.
We have people who are serving in the police.
Mm-hmm.
We have so many civil aspirants to, I mean, जो civil services की exams के लिए prepare कर रहे हैं. We have
Mm-hmm.
so many people who are giving the CS examinations as well. CAs है. It's a huge variety in every sense. Age bolo, educational backgrounds bolo, geographic bolo. It's a great mixer.
So, I mean, and when you were preparing for CT, it was mindset that I will surely crack and get into the GLC. Now you feel it is worth it to get into the GLC?
कभी कभी लगता है कि हाँ, GLC has the name, GLC has the tag, GLC. When you pass out of GLC, there is a certain, there is still this thing that you have passed out from GLC. आज भी workplace पे वो prestige है कि आप GLC से हो.
Okay.
You know.
Have you met any seniors, second year or final year student, or maybe
Yes, absolutely. In fact, जब मेरा admission हो रहा था, तो I had a great chance to actually interact with seniors. हमारे seniors जो 3 year के second year में, 3-2 में है, and even a few students from 5-4, जो
Okay.
technically equivalently हमारे senior होते, age wise obviously younger, but batch wise senior होते हैं. So I've had a great chance to interact with them as well.
Okay.
And to be honest, with you, seniors have been a great help.
Uh-huh.
I think for every student in my batch, I can vouch that they all have one or two seniors that they are constantly in touch with, who are guiding them how to go about with things and how to set their foot here.
Mhm.
I think first semester genuinely seniors, जो spoon feeding बोलते हैं ना, वो seniors genuinely कर रहे हैं. At least for that one section of students, जिनके साथ मैं friends हूँ, who attend college quite regularly, and who are interacting with each other. Each one of them would actually probably tell you the same thing, that the seniors are really helping around. They will tell you exactly what textbooks to get. They will tell you exactly where to study from. They will also share their notes if they have them. They will help you who to get in touch with in the office in case you need to get your past year papers.
Okay.
How to get your way around in the library. They really help you with everything. They're always available, always there to help. So
Nice.
the seniors at GLC, at least the ones that we are having right now, are amazing.
Nice. Wow.
बहुत हेल्पफुल है.
So placements वगैरह, how about the placements?
There is a placement committee which we have been told is quite active. And the placement committee.
Are you part of the committee? Any committee?
Well, I am a part of the Students for the Promotional of International Law Committee, and the placement committee is something that I have enrolled myself with.
It is mandatory to be the part of the committee, or it is like
no, it's not. It's not.
But being a
किसी भी
part of
committee का
committee is
part
good.
होना mandatory नहीं है.
Okay.
But it helps.
Okay. So every student in the batch, some or the other way, is a part of any of the committee. Or there are someone who don't bother.
जो regularly attend कर रहे हैं college, they at least are a part of one committee. Possibility हो सकती है कि if they are working, like for example me, I am a part of a committee, but I can't actively participate, because if they have an event coming up,
okay,
for which they require the students to be there for 5 days at a stretch, it's unfortunately not something that I can offer them.
Okay.
So
obviously, if you are a part of the committee, you have to devote certain time.
Exactly. जो कभी हमसे ना हो पाए. The participation of 3-year students in the committees is actually much lesser than the participation of 5-year students, for sure. आपको हर कमेटी में 3 या 4 3 years वाले ही दिखेंगे.
Okay.
So in the 3-year, as much as it is encouraged to be a part of the committee, it's not something that everybody is able to do.
Okay.
Because either you're studying for another examination, तो आप नहीं time devote कर पाओगे. And plus just how at least in the first year जितना क्रैम्प्ड अप हो जाता है कोर्स, क्योंकि जो कोर्स जुलाई में स्टार्ट होना होता है या जून में स्टार्ट होना होता है, सीईटी के एडमिशन होते होते इस साल अक्टूबर 9th हो गया था. द लास्ट राउंड केम आउट इन अक्टूबर 9th. हमारी एग्जाम्स एक्चुअली दिसंबर 2nd को शेड्यूल्ड थी, अब पोस्टपोन हो चुकी है जैन 22 को. पर जो बच्चा अक्टूबर 9th को तो कॉलेज में एनरोल हुआ है, वो दिसंबर 2nd को 5 सब्जेक्ट की एग्जाम कैसे देगा?
True. Don't worry, I'll be making separate video for this. I will ask CDCL this year to conduct everything on time. Try to finish everything by July.
Yeah.
So
अगर
that
वो
is
होता
there.
है then great, you know, because what lands up happening is अब पहले हमें ये स्ट्रेस था कि हम दिसंबर 2nd की एग्जाम कैसे देंगे. अब दिसंबर 2nd से जैन 22 हो गया, तो वो एक साई ऑफ रिलीफ है कि हमारी एग्जाम जैन 22 हो गई है. बट प्रॉब्लम अब ये है कि अगर फर्स्ट टर्म जैन 22 को खत्म हो रहा है, तो वो लोग अप्रैल एंड में दूसरी एग्जाम कंडक्ट करने के लिए हमें से वापस 2 महीने ही मिलेंगे.
Ultimately, student
कोई
is
एक टर्म सफर करता है फॉर फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट्स अनफॉर्चुनेटली. तो वो थोड़ा इशू है. सेकेंड ईयर ऑनवर्ड्स आई हैव हर्ड दैट दिस काइंड ऑफ फेड्स आउट और ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं रहता, बट फर्स्ट ईयर में ये प्रॉब्लम है.
Okay. Placements packages कुछ आइडिया है क्या प्लेसमेंट मिल रहा है? Because people target GLC for good
फॉर द प्लेसमेंट,
for
यस
the
आई हैव
major
हर्ड.
placement. Highest average क्या मिल रहा है? Last time I had a word with Aman and one more friend. I don't remember the name. 8-9 का average कुछ है placement. So do you have any concrete idea about packages?
अनफॉर्चुनेटली नॉट सर, क्योंकि टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट विथ यू, मैंने उसमें ज्यादा फाइंड आउट करने की कोशिश भी नहीं की.
क्योंकि मेरा तो उससे बेटर है.
No, it's not like that. I mean, because I am not entirely certain कि मैं you know अभी जॉब छोड़ के फिर internships करने लगूं. I'm still taking my time to process of what might be the better option for me. You know,
Okay.
because whether doing legal internships while I am in college could be a better option, or staying at my job and then eventually third 3 years यहाँ पे ही complete कर लूं और उसके बाद जॉब ढूंढूं, वो मेरे लिए शायद बेटर ऑप्शन होगा. वो मैं अभी तक you know I've not been able to make up my mind about that.
Okay.
And which is why you know it's more of a situation कि अभी करना नहीं है तो अभी find out क्यों करना है for me. But well, I did read up about the placement committee and it boasts of some great firms. Trilegal था, AZB Partners था, DSK Legal था, CAM था, उसमें देसाई वासन जी था. um, I mean, you had some Khaitan was there.
Okay.
So there were some big law firms that were mentioned.
Nice.
But approximately, sir, starting package, if I may just ask you, average क्या रहा है अब तक?
GLC में last time I had with two students. I think I posted the video also on the channel. They told me around 8 to 9. And GLC don't post all the complete placement reports on their official website.
Okay.
Ideally when it is MBA then they post MBA के college के official website पे नहीं आ रहा है तो it is like then I suggest don't go for this college. I ask Aman कि भाई एक director के साथ मेरा podcast कराओ. I want to do that podcast with the director या जो भी principal है GLC.
Yeah.
I want वो मैसेज एटलीस्ट अगर आप रिपोर्ट नहीं दे तो आप एक डायरेक्टर भी बोल रहा है कॉलेज का तो प्रिंसिपल भी बोल रहा है तो that will create impact. Student will watch it.
It's a great feedback actually that somebody should land up giving the placement committee.
फाइन पूनम, आई थिंक डिटेल में हमने काफी कुछ डिस्कस कर लिया है. एनी सजेशन टू ऑल द 3 years एस्पिरेंट जो 26, 27, 25 में GLC आएंगे when you will be the senior to them? So in terms of preparation or any other guidance you want to give, या जो working है want
I
to
think you know a very few simple things. You know, as much as people say oh it's really not important, theory और practical बहुत अलग है. लॉ में थियोरी और प्रैक्टिकल अलग 100% होगा, पर आपका थियोरी आपके साथ रहता है. You know, so understanding the law, studying the law, could be the better option, you know, because आज आप शॉर्टकट ले लोगे तो आगे जाके लाइफ में आपको वो एक्स्ट्रा मेहनत करना पड़ेगा, तो कभी ना कभी तो वो होगा ही। उससे अच्छा अभी ही थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा आप पढ़ लो, कर लो, तो आपके लिए बेटर हो जाएगा। इट विल मेक getting an internship, getting a job a little easier for you, number one. Number two, I think if you decide to come to GLC, just be very, very certain there will always be people who will be there to help you. Classmates are amazing, colleagues are amazing, seniors बहुत अच्छे हैं.
Correct. So that's all, guys, in this podcast. Poonam ने explain कर दिया सारी information. Those who are working professional, you can balance both your job, work place and your college. College में attendance mandatory है हो गया है, तो वो थोड़ा आप ध्यान में रखना. Then how you are managing? College skip कर रहे हो? No, you have taken 3 days in a. Okay, okay.
हाँ, 2 दिन तो मेरा कॉलेज स्किप हो ही जाता है, बट देन अगेन आई थिंक वेरी फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग, अगर मैं आपको बोलूँ तो अगर वो आप वो प्रोफेसर से अपना रैपो बिल्ड कर सकते हो, वेयर दे नो कि आप एक, the idea here is not कि आपको 75 to 75 डॉट पे अटेंडेंस लाना ही है, 70 भी हुआ तो हम आपको नहीं करेंगे, it's not that. The idea here is just to make sure कि students क्लास में आ रहे हैं, they're attending the lectures. So if you have that sincerity and if you have that rapport with your professor, I think a lot of things start getting sorted out. Maybe, you know, once you get to know them and once they know that you're a serious student, you can probably have a conversation with them कि आप working हो और उस वजह से आपका थोड़ा
Obviously.
attendance disbalance हो रहा है,
Correct.
तो कुछ professors है जो नहीं समझते genuinely, because they will be like, look, आपको 75% करना है, आप कैसे कर रहे हो, आपका प्रॉब्लम है, आप वर्किंग हो, वो हमारी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. But most of the professors are quite understanding towards you know, your work requirements and work commitments as well, and they understand the fact that not everybody has the liberty of only studying, especially when you're at an older age group, you know, जब आप 20-21 नहीं हो, you know, and if you're somebody who's older, they understand the fact कि आपको work करना ही है, आपके पास कोई option नहीं है. अगर आप वो option नहीं देंगे तो वो college छोड़ेंगे पर work नहीं छोड़ पाएंगे, because there are people who are older than me as well. So there are heads of departments. They are doing this because they want to, you know, grow in their career. You know, वो कहीं पे एक उनको एक बैरियर लग रहा है, तो उसके लिए वो ये कोर्स कर रहे हैं. अभी ये कोर्स अगर उनको वो काम ही छुड़वा देगा तो वो तो रादर नहीं करेंगे ना.
Correct. So
ये
it
वो
is simple, like if you are absent from some place or somewhere, then you should be present at some valuable place, or it adds some value. So
Agreed.
it's similarly, अगर आप कहीं से absent हो तो आप present कहाँ पे वो matter करता है.
जी, that's very true. Yeah.
So that's all. Thank you, Poonam, for coming and sharing your experience in GLC. And
Thank you, sir.
I hope ये video all the aspirant जितने upcoming year aspirant है उनके लिए काफी helpful होगा.
I really hope so. I really hope so.
So
Thank you, sir.